If earning more money made people rich, most adults would already be free. But they're not. They earn more. They work harder. They get promoted. And somehow, they stay broke. In this video, I'll show you exactly why earning more money keeps most people poor, and why almost nobody escapes. You were taught one simple belief. If I earn more, my life will improve, so you chase raises, promotions, better jobs. You put in the extra hours, you take on more responsibility, all fueled by this promise of a better tomorrow. But here's the truth nobody likes to hear. Income does not create freedom. Structure does. Without structure, more money doesn't lift you up. It just makes the cage you're in heavier. Think of it like pouring more water into a leaky bucket. The problem isn't the amount of water, it's the bucket itself. You can pour all the water in the world, but until you fix the holes, it's all going to drain away. More income without a proper financial structure is exactly like that. It gives you the illusion of fullness, but the end result is still emptiness. It's a harsh reality, but understanding it is the first step toward actual freedom, not just the appearance of it. The moment your income goes up, something dangerous happens, and it's so subtle you might not even notice it. Your expenses quietly rise right along with it. Suddenly, that slightly better car doesn't seem like a luxury. It feels like a necessity. You tell yourself you've earned it. That bigger house or apartment in a nicer neighborhood, you deserve it for all your hard work. You start dining out more, buying more expensive clothes, upgrading your gadgets. It all feels like progress. You look around and your life looks more successful. But it's not. It's the same life, just with more pressure. The car payment is higher, the mortgage is bigger, and the credit card bills are stacking up. You're running on the same hamster wheel, but now the wheel is gold-plated and it spins a lot faster. That's why so many people who are earning more today feel more stressed than ever before. They've upgraded their lifestyle, but they've also upgraded their anxiety. They have more to lose, and the weight of it all is crushing. It's an invisible cycle that keeps you trapped, making you work even harder just to maintain a life you don't even have the time to enjoy. Here's a fundamental truth. Money doesn't fix bad habits. It amplifies them. It's like a microphone for your character. If you're disciplined and wise with a little money, more money will just give you more tools to build with. But if you mismanage a little, you will absolutely destroy a lot. Think about it. If you can't resist impulse buys when you have $100 in your pocket, what do you think will happen when you have 1,000 or 10,000? The problem isn't the money. It's the lack of discipline. This is exactly why you hear those stories about lottery winners going broke just a few years after hitting the jackpot. They're handed a massive amount of money, but they have no financial character, no structure, no discipline. More money without a plan is just chaos at a higher level. It's a bonfire of your resources. Wealth is never accidental. It's the result of deliberate choices, consistent habits, and a strong financial character built over time, long before the big paychecks arrive. It's not about how much you make. It's about what you do with what you have. From a young age, you were taught to work harder. Put in the hours, they said. Go the extra mile. And while a strong work ethic is valuable, relying on it alone is a losing game. Why? Because your personal effort has a hard limit. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can't create more time. No matter how hard you work, how many extra shifts you pick up, or how little you sleep, you will eventually hit a wall. You can't scale your personal exhaustion. The system, the real game of wealth, doesn't reward exhaustion. It rewards leverage. Leverage is about getting more output with less input. It's about building systems, creating assets, and using tools that work for you even when you're not working. When your income depends solely on your time trading hours for dollars, freedom is mathematically impossible. Think about it. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. That's not a path to freedom. It's a life sentence of labor. This isn't some motivational speech. This is just math. You cannot become free if the only thing generating your income is your own limited time and energy. Have you ever wondered why this path of work harder, earn more, is so heavily promoted? It's because the system loves it. The system needs people busy. Busy people don't have time to question things. They don't have the mental energy to look up and see the bigger picture. Busy people consume. They work hard all week, and what do they do on the weekend? They spend money to feel better, to distress. They buy things they don't need, finance everything from their car to their phone, and stay perpetually distracted by the next shiny object. A person with no margin, no extra time, no extra money, no extra mental space has no power. They are completely dependent on their next paycheck. And power is the last thing the system wants you to have. A population that is tired, in debt, and distracted is a population that is easy to manage. They won't rock the boat. They won't challenge the status quo. They'll just keep their heads down and keep the whole machine running, all while believing they're climbing a ladder to success. So let's get to the core of it. This is the psychological turn that changes everything. Staying poor is rarely about laziness. In fact, some of the hardest working people I know are struggling the most. The real issue is that they are playing the wrong game. You were trained your whole life to chase income, not to build systems. Chasing income feels productive. You get a raise, and you see an immediate result in your bank account. It's a quick hit of validation. It feels like you're making moves. Building a system, on the other hand, feels slow. It's often invisible at first. It's about setting aside money that you could be spending now. It's about learning a skill that won't pay off for months or even years. It is about building a business on the side that takes up your free time with no immediate reward. That's why most people never escape the cycle. They mistake movement for progress. They are sprinting on a treadmill, sweating and working hard, but ultimately going nowhere. The real path to freedom requires you to stop chasing the immediate gratification of more income and start the slow, deliberate process of building a machine that works for you. So what's the real map? The path that actually works is simple, but it's uncomfortable, which is why so few people follow it. First, you must control your spending before you upgrade your life. Live below your means, no matter how much your income increases. Create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where your freedom is born. Second, build systems before you chase raises. This means creating sources of income that don't depend on you actively working. This could be investing in stocks, building a small online business, or buying a rental property. It starts small, but it grows. Third, invest consistently, not emotionally. Don't panic when the market dips, and don't get greedy when it soars. Automate your investments and let them grow over time. The power of compounding is a force of nature. Finally, think in decades, not months. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's a long-term game. Stop looking for quick wins and start making decisions that your future self will thank you for. This path isn't glamorous or exciting. There are no shortcuts, but it works. It works every single time. If this video bothered you, if it made you feel a little uncomfortable, that's not a problem. In fact, that's a good thing. That feeling isn't negativity, it's awareness. It's the first sign that you're ready for a change. So if you're tired of the empty promises and want clarity instead of comfort, subscribe to this channel. This isn't a place for people who want to be told what they want to hear. This channel is for people who want the truth, for people who are ready to take control and build real, lasting freedom, not just chase the approval of a system designed to keep them trapped. Earning more money won't save you. Working harder won't free you. Only structure does. The moment you stop chasing income and start building systems, something powerful happens. You stop being useful to the system, and you start being dangerous to it.